Well, hello. In this lecture, I'm going to talk about how we can build a solar power plant using solar smelter technology. Let's put it this way. I'm talking about a big power plant like the size of a coal-burning power plant. For example, how do you take a coal-burning power plant that's already existing out there and convert it to run on solar energy? This is how you do it. I'm going to propose a company I call Sun Combustion, and then talk about how we can mass produce the equipment. To illustrate the potential here, the amount of sunlight that falls on top of a coal strip mine, oftentimes like 100 square miles, would power a large coal-burning power plant. I'm converting the coal-burning power plant using various methods, including hot compressed air. No laws of physics are violated here. It's just straightforward engineering. And if we can get in there and design a company to do this, we could literally power the whole planet. So anyway, this is a PowerPoint presentation which provides all the information, or just a general idea of what I'm talking about. And this technology, by the way, is patented. And here's my solar smelter. It has a heliostat which tracks the sun, focuses the sun's rays onto a center focus one. There's a thermal mass when pipes are vetted, which makes hot air or hot fluid, steam. And basically, I'm talking about mass producing this equipment out of aluminum. There's all kinds of ways. There's all kinds of ways of doing this, but basically, I concentrate sunlight and put it in a thermal mass. The thermal mass is hot, and it stays hot even in the wintertime. Basically, I remove the dust. A blower then blows it in the solar smelter field, goes to a turbine, and then goes out through a wind chimney. Patented. I create an artificial tornado. This is patented, by the way. I can build like 100 units, modular design, and track the sun, and then use header pipes, and then I blow the hot air. The wind chimney creates a vacuum, and the solar hot air, it creates pressure, which then creates a turbine. You have to calculate the diameter of the pipe, but basically I spin the air down the pipe. Dust control, really important. You can use greenhouses to remove it, and the greenhouse kind of warms the air a little bit before it. Static air pressure then creates pressure in the solar collection field. So basically the idea is I tie the solar power plant to the existing utility. Flywheels can be integrated so as to stop pressure, and you can generate AC power off the flywheels things. Anyway, what I like doing is creating turbines, creating tornadoes, and then I spin the hot air and creating tornadoes. One way of creating a heliostat is an inflatable skirt using compression. And this tracks the sun, which then onto the into the solar smelter, the parabolic, which then focuses rays. You actually create the surface temperature of the sun, which is, oh man, all the way up 8,000 degrees, 9,000, hot enough to melt. And then you have your turbine. The turbines have to be fairly big. But the hot compressed air comes down the header pipe, goes into the turbine, and then out to the chimney. The wind chimney tornado creates a vacuum. These things are being modular constructed. We actually create a factory where we mass produce these things, put them on a truck, put them on railroad cars, and then put these things out there. And you actually put a coffee house down at the bottom of it and watch the tornado, so the land area inside the energy thing, you can put your equipment inside the too. And then you're going to put a atomizer in there with captures the exhaust heat. So pipe diameter, calculate this out. I create hot compressed air and run it past the turbine and then go out to the vacuum. Now here's what I'm envisioning. A factory, aluminum, unit trains, secondary manufacturing, truck, and then we construct it. In other words, there's an entire manufacturing process. And I thought about making it in Bellingham, Washington, but there are other places we can do it. One thing about this is it has ideal application for railroad electrification. We could build these solar smelters, power plants along the edge of railroad, make it for a very efficient thing. Now, solar smelters can melt rocks, so we can integrate solar energy as part of it. Now, I like drawing up business plans. I like the idea of a 30-hour work week, and have the professional crew, the accountants and engineers work the 10-hour work week. An executive shift, well, that way they work 4 days a week, and that way they get to meet most everybody in the entire. Safety is manufacturing, but what I want to see is quality, number one. I call it the solar union. I like to have our own union. So, and then we'll have sub companies, security, farm, our own bank, not-for-profit, transportation. In other words, it'll be a complete company where we actually are literally integrated as an original equipment manufacturer, where we manufacture solar energy equipment, use energy as much as possible. Now, what I'm talking about doing here is a big to power a large coal-burning power plant. You need about at least 24 square miles of land area, and you integrate wind energy and even a little hydropower with it. That is why I call it bringing the sun to the earth. That is our motto, bringing this concentrated to planet Earth. And that's the reason why I talk about forming my own company.